Hello everybody, it's me, Mr. New Sugar, and welcome to part 3 of the Madness Combat Reaction Series. Today I pretty much intend to wrap up the main series, episodes 9, 9.5, part 1, because part 2 is not yet, 10, and 11. Okay, oh boy, this one is going to be the longest one, even if it's the least amount of videos, because here the series just famous got longer with each episode. But without further ado, let's begin. At this point, Sanford and Demos have become part of the main story of this game, at 0.5 episodes. They're already being pursued. That's a very common. That's a lot of time. And that's how you commandeer a vehicle. Normality assertion promises not to put normality assertion is part of it. They have been given orders to retrieve Hank, and they found his body. It looks like someone has survived the explosion. So be it. The auditor has taken Jesus' hand. Lord have mercy on her souls. Even when he's dead, Hank can do damage. Unless there's no time to be horsing around. You got work to do. Meanwhile. Now that's an upgrade. Get to work. That's the last time we ever get to see a grunt in this series. Mag Ancient version 3 has been activated. Elsewhere. They still suck ass. They just cannot stop these guys. Landed a hit. She landed a hit on him, like that didn't stop him. They should not have split up. No one is safe in this world. No one. When you have the guy dead to rights, but you're forced to abandon him because there's apparently bigger trouble brewing elsewhere. has returned and he's got a new arm to boot. He never stood a chance. Continued. That was episode 9. So yeah, Hank and Sanford and Deimos make it into the main series after just appearing in 0.5 episodes, and they were given the orders to resurrect Hank. After in episode 7.5 here, they're carrying out the orders, but unfortunately, Deimos bites the dust. And what kind of makes it less surprising was the fact that Krikos likes to kill smokers in the series, and Deimos was a smoker, so I guess he kind of was doomed to get killed. But the fact that Sanford only got to warn him for 1 second, for just 1 second, Sanford knows the body and can only look on shock before getting surprised by the auditor. Okay. Yeah, with Tricky and Jeebus dead, they are now all focusing on the auditor, who has now taken matters into his own hands. He's no longer watching over from the shadows. He's finally stepped out, and now he's getting into action because he has taken Jeebus' halo and has new powers. And it seems like Hank and Sanford are in for a rough time against him, which we will see soon. But first, we have episode 9.5 right here. So without further ado, let's go. Invitation failure. Dissolution night. Listen here, hacker. Interest will be terminated. Hank will be retained. That someone tried to resurrect Hank and they failed? That is definitely there he is. of part 1. So yeah, he is working on part 2. And from what I've heard, he intends to release it on episode. He intends to release part 2 of 9.5 on Madness Day, which is September 22nd. I mean, we'll just see if that is true. And I am hoping it's true. Probably won't be, but we'll see. And so yeah, that was Madness 9.5. Basically, we see what happens to Hank every time he dies. He gets sent to hell, or he just does what he does up in the living room. He just kills people all over again. And it seems that someone was attempting to resurrect him, most likely Tricky, because they said, listen here, hacker, and Tricky does basically just hack reality thanks to his improbability drive, but then it said Hank will be retained, and they will not allow Hank to leave this time, and something one is going to keep, and later we see that Hank actually meets someone who can actually beat him in combat. That is Jeepus Tricky, the creature known apparently as a retainer. So I guess these guys are dispatched to deal with souls who are trying to escape. In this case, they're dealing with Hank because he's trying to escape. And yeah, this guy actually came wipe the floor with Hank. And while Jeepus and Tricky actually try to give Hank fair fights, Jeepus keeps his zombies on standby, and Tricky gives Hank a weapon to defend himself. But this retainer dude does not screw around, and he gives Hank zero mercy. So, but that was just part 1, and we'll see what happens in part 2 if Hank will get out of it alive. But until then, we can only guess what will happen. Now we move on to episode 10. Somewhere in the wow. They can't even understand. as episode 10. So picking up from where episode 9 left off, we see Hank and Sanford take on the Auditor. And at first we can see that the fight is pretty much unfair because the Auditor was literally untouchable. They couldn't land a hit on him. Hell, and it's not because of the Halo. We saw in Madness Combat 8 when Jeepus took on the Auditor. Even without the Halo, the dude's pretty much hard to land a solid hit on. But it seems that after he's temporarily taking the Halo from him, Hank got some powers that allowed him to actually land a hit on the shadowy dude from one Spanish shot, get some good lightning punches on him, and thus the Auditor is forced to absorb dead bodies into dead or alive just to keep it compatible. Otherwise, it would be too much for him to handle. But he ends up going too far and has absorbed the corpse of Tricky. So now you'll just have to see what happens by viewing episode 11. But before we do that, I just wanted to point out a few details. Mostly, particularly something I noticed in episode 9 is that when Deepos was out getting work on reviving Hank as a mag, it said that his intelligence was set to 3, meaning that he's supposed to be intellectually handicapped, meaning he's supposed to be a dumbass, even though we clearly see that from using Deimos' corpse as a distraction, also making a grenade out of a propane tank, and also from some particular maneuvers he makes in this episode, Hank has actually become smarter from being revived. He's actually a lot more clever, a lot more cautious than anything. The whole mentally handicapped thing is just a joke. Anywho, time to move on to episode 11 and see what happened thanks to the Auditor absorbing the corpse of the clown. And this comment 11, Expurgation. The thorn launches reality infect. That's a wayward soul. And there's another. As a sentence. Meanwhile, fire. Been climbing down that ladder for quite some time. Good boy. Skeleton. Cannot kill the clown. The clown has got a body. He really wants to maintain himself. life in the past already worked. Now it's gone. What happens when you charge in hell? And now it's upgraded. I like that upgrade, that's good. Like the auditor upgrade. He's got the acceptable Violence required. Violence acquired. was Expurgation, the latest installment in the series, and well, that was insane. Tricky has gained the Auditor's powers, took full control of Hell, or at least apparently the Auditor's Hell, and gave Hank and Sam for a time of their lives. Well, they still do what they do best, just kill. Tricky was just in full control, constantly warping the places he pleased, and I think if it weren't for that upgrade the Auditor gave to Hank, the clown may have well have won. But even then, it seems like the whole Auditor giving Hank the upgrade was just so he could end up gaining control. Because as we see at the end, with Tricky finally killed off, and Hank and Sniffer soon having killed too, the Auditor has won. There is no one left to oppose him, so now Nevada is all his, and it seems like there's no one coming to stop him from his grand plan, whatever that is. But I've heard, of course, the Madness Combat 12 is in development, so we may see what happens next. Maybe Hank and Sanford did survive that, but all we do know is that the Auditor has basically won, and Tricky is dead, and this time the clown is not coming back. But we'll just have to we'll see. And this has been an insane series, and man, Crinkles, you and your team certainly put a lot of effort into this. Mad respect. Anywho, that does it for today's video. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell.